So nice. It's so far out. It's so far. Ah, look at that. See? Machines. Is it a competition? No, Robin would win. What? You hit it. That's pretty good. Whoa. Whoa. Yeah, that was really good. Yeah, I hope so. Look, they even have turned on the lights for us. So nice. Can we just leave our backpack somewhere here?
Oh, you can do it this way.
Oh. And it was closed in 96, he said, right?
Yeah.
Opened in 71. So cool. I'm documenting. It's like a documentary right now. What's your... Oh, somebody does stuff.
Old shift plans on the walls with who is working when and the old rules. Still, some of those are still colleagues of mine. Some others have left already. So that's a really nice place, kind of to be, a very special place. You have the old statistics of last injuries, also from '96. We cannot go into the mine itself because we don't have control on the hang conditions, on the roof conditions. So it might be that the bolts are oxidized and maybe fail. So there might be some rocks falling down from the roof. But also we don't have proper ventilation there now. And you could go inside, but depending on the weather conditions and the wind conditions, there might be a lot of toxic gases inside. So if you don't have any measuring devices or so, you might just fall down and die. You see if the main gate is going all the way to Bjørndalen. And most of the area here is in the permafrost, so it's below 0 degrees. The lowest part here is partly even like the level is below the Bjørndalen belly bottom here. And we have some one modern mining machine, or more modern, with self-moving stamps. Mining machine is standing somewhere here, which was supposed to start production in '96, but it never did. So now it's standing in the water because they were concentrating on Svea, preparing to open Svea North Mine again, or to open Svea North Mine.
So there should be still potential for coal? There's still some coal there?
It's still coal there in the Longyearbyen, but it's also actually coal in the Svea Sea, which is 20 meters below, 25 meters below. And actually we still, like every year we make our resource and reserve statistics. We publish the Norske reserves and resources. And the Svea seam in mine 3 is still a part of our resource, which we might consider to mine one day. So here is the entrance to the mountain. Here the trains came out and we walked into the production area and go all the way to Bjørndalen. Unfortunately, we can't go there. Sometimes, even if you go here, you smell it's coming quite a lot of gas out of you see all the different wagons used for different purposes. For coal, for transporting in the wood. It's a lot of wood used inside the wall inside the mine to keep the wall stable and keep the roof up. One wagon full with this hydraulic stamp, so if you want you can lift it up. Imagine to pull this behind you.
Oh my god. Heavy.
Yeah, so here you see what happened to the coal. Wagons were driven in until a certain point when the person handling it saw light, and then he could use these two handles to turn around the wagon. And it was emptied, fell down on a conveyor belt, which then transported it out into the silo outside, the coal storage, the blue one. A very simple system, and worked fine. So this is the old workshop building here, and when people that worked here talk about the old days from mine 3, it kind of appears much further away from Longyearbyen than it is today, because kind of they didn't have for a long time I think they didn't have the old the new way, and apparently they were not traveling to Longyearbyen every day or so easy when it was stormy, so they had to do everything on their own here in the workshop. So here was the smith working, and this is actually still working. Some years ago we had an art smith working here, making some candle holders, and so maybe we get such a person in again here if we get it at the museum. A lot of things are still here from old days. This is, for example, one of these things where the wagons are attached with each other. So very simple system. But also made here in the workshop.
For cutting the coal. So big.
So this you have to imagine. You had wires in both ends. So this was pulled in. Kind of they attached some anchors in both ends. And it was pulled in on the wires, and then this blade was turned with 90 degrees, and then it was pulled out here, and this blade was running and was kind of eating its way into the coal seam, staying like along the coal seam, which was here, and cutting its way in the bottom of the coal seam, cutting this gap into the coal seam. And then they drilled the hole, blasted it, and scraped it out. It's heavy machinery, but it works. I don't know, but we hope for the.
Look at how much like mushrooms, like fouling, mold, mushrooms.
You can't sort of mushroom farm like leave it for a while.
This is when they stopped using it. Are they even children's stuff? Aw.
Mine work is human.
On the knees, when you work in these thin cold seams, you have to have this on your knees. Very good to have.
Can you explain the police? It's like working.
Yeah, this is a self-rescue. That's the old type, and that's the new type, which we still used until last year in all our mines. Everyone who's in the mine has to have this on his belt. So this one is, in case there's a fire, you open this here, take this out or leave it, and you take this on your mouth and nose, and then you can breathe up to 1.5 hours to get out. But this is an open system, so this filters out CO, so you don't breathe in the CO, but you still need oxygen in the air. And air gets very hot and very dry in this system. And now that's basically the same, an older version. Since last year we have new system also in our mines, which is more like this one here, a little bit bigger box, but it's a closed system, so it's filled. You have a bag filled with oxygen at the first time, and then you can breathe in and out, and then your air, it's a closed system, so air is recirculated. There's some burnt limestone tablets inside, I think, which turn your CO2 into O2 again. So you can breathe for 1 hour or something in whatever environment.
Oh, this is like the bar. How smart! This is so cool.
The locomotives and the bar.
Is that a real life picture from like the 70s? That one? With the guitar? And the drums? Yeah. No, it's posed, right? No.
Yeah, that's like posters, because we're at the blues festivals here.
Oh, okay.
So, pictures of you, this has been a storage room. Yeah. I still worked here in 2002 with drill core logging. So when I started here, we had all the drill core stored here and standing outside in the summer with a great view and logging the drill cores, so that was really cool. And now it's very good to have parties. So.